Hey, it's Jason Creel. Let me give you do another lawn choice for you guys. So which customer would you rather have? Would you rather have that guy who wants his yard kept at 1 inch, you know, the grass 1 inch, wants it looking like a golf course, but only wants you cutting it every 2 weeks? Or do you want the customer that only wants you to cut their grass every 3 weeks? They don't care, you know, how great it looks. So let's talk through this, and you can leave your comments in the description, but maybe you can relate to these people. I remember having one, this has been years ago, but he wanted his yard not just like a golf course. I mean, he wanted it more like the putting green, you know, maybe not quite that short, but he wanted it kept super short. Well, I didn't have a real mower. I remember cutting it with my Walker bagging mower, which leaves a beautiful cut, but to keep it that short, we were cutting it weekly. But that, to be honest, is just not enough. I mean, I'm talking about Bermuda grass here, and I know different grass types, you know, is different. But the general rule of thumb is you don't want to take off more than a third of the blade, and you don't want to cut it so low that it turns brown. And so if you want to keep it short, just like a golf course does, well, you got to mow it very frequently, and you have to water it very frequently, you know, especially if it's hot and humid. So for those type of customers, I think it's generally unrealistic expectations. You know, I think you say, well, you know, I'd be happy to keep it at 1 inch for you, but I'm gonna have to cut it every other day, you know, and just like a golf course does, or they might cut their putting greens every day. So it's just, anyway, it's unrealistic, and I think sometimes you're better. That guy, I think, ended up firing me because I was unable to meet his expectations, keeping it at 1 inch, cutting it once a week, which to me, again, is unrealistic. If he wants to do it, he needs to buy a real mower and do it himself, I think. So the other is that person that you know, they basically just want it cut every 3 weeks. They want it as cheap as they possibly can. Or I had one that I was cutting it every other week, but seemed like when it wasn't growing as fast, he wanted to skip one, so made it every 4th week. Well, the time you skipped one, you go after 4 weeks. I mean, I remember I had to go over his yard 3 times sometimes with my mower, you know, and I don't know why I did that, but basically, if somebody wants it cut every 3 weeks, anyway, I think the point is you should just tell them no. In real life business, just say, no, I'm sorry, we don't offer that. The biggest gap we let people have is every 2 weeks. You know, we offer weekly or bi-weekly, you know, but so just tell them no. But in realistic circumstances, those people are trying to they don't want to cut the grass. They want it done as cheap as possible. And I think many times they don't want to pay any more, even though they don't realize that when you wait 3 weeks to make it look good and to keep from clippings from being everywhere, I mean, it just makes a mess. You're gonna have to go over the lawn 2 times, many times, or, you know, it is more work. I don't know if they don't realize that, or they just don't care. So anyway, neither one of these are good situations. I feel like I've dealt with both of them. If I had to choose, I guess realistically, I wouldn't choose either one. But if I had to pick between these two, I'd probably go with the person every 3 weeks. And I'd try to charge them. I'd let them know that I was going to have to charge them extra because it's going to take extra time. But because the guy that wants to cut it 1 inch, to me, like, you really need a real mower. You just need different equipment, and that's, you know, unless they're willing to have it cut, you know, 3 times a week, I don't think that's realistic. So at least twice a week. So anyway, that at least I'm talking about the grass we deal with down here. Bermuda grass in the summertime grows so fast, it's so aggressive, gets so thick. Cutting it once a week and keeping it short is just not realistic. I mean, gradually as the summer goes along, I have to raise the deck and let it get a little taller each time, especially if you're only cutting them every other week. So anyway, leave a comment. Tell me what you would do in this situation. Which one of these is the worst situation? And I'm actually thinking about doing some of these on a positive note here soon. Which are the 2 positive customers you would rather have as opposed to the 2 negative? So hope this is something to think about. Thanks.